I mean, she's putting another form of workout down. She's putting other women down to market her own program, saying, well, clearly I produce better results. You guys loved the last reaction video I did, so today we're doing another, but this time it's centered around group fitness. If you don't know me, hi, my name is JC. I'm a certified group fitness instructor and I teach everything from yoga to spin. So stick around, I have some thoughts. Some of it's funny and some of it makes me mad. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm currently doing a winter arc series. That playlist is going to be linked below. I'm working on some personal strength training, endurance, and nutrition goals. And you guys have been giving so much love to the series. I'm so appreciative of it. But let's go ahead and get started with this reaction. I definitely do this. I like program my workouts kind of around my classes and around my regulars and what they like and just the community that I happen to have acquired. And it just seems like people really like a more difficult workout. And so it kind of it feels really good going into class being like, this leg set is going to annihilate people. Not in like a bad way. Obviously safety first, injury prevention at its finest. But sometimes it's fun walking in knowing that your leg set or your core like circuit is going to ruin someone's life in a very joking way. Okay, next one. Is that a live DJ? That's so cool. Okay. I would love to do a class with a live DJ, but I feel like I'd be so nervous to cue it wrong because I like look at the lyrics as I teach. Just going at it. I love that for her so much. I don't think I could ever teach a class with a live DJ because again, like when I'm teaching cycle, I have the lyrics of the song pulled up to make sure that I count everything right. It's not my strong suit yet. If I've taught a song a certain number of times, like I'm good to go. Like today I taught a sprint to Dial Drunk by Noah Kahan and Post Malone. Like I've taught that sprint so many times. I am a-okay every single time I teach it and I don't need to look at it. But for newer songs, I don't think I could do a DJ. All right, next one.
Sir, are you there?
Oh, I feel like my participants think that I do this sometimes, but I stopwatch everything. And most of the time, if I can tell that they're really working hard and that 45 seconds in is their max, like I'll end it early and won't tell them. But like I look at a stopwatch the whole time. I know a lot of other instructors kind of like look at the clock and the second like little thing or the minute hand. Some instructors I know do it based off of intuition and vibes. Like they go until the class looks like they're dying. It's kind of just personal preference. I mean, people know I go off of vibes sometimes. Like for my cycle classes, like hills, anytime I do an ad, it's because people look like they're chilling. Okay. Oh, we need to talk about this one. Guys, cycle, spin, whatever you want to call it, indoor biking in general is a cardio-based workout. Yes, in a cardio-based workout, you're gonna feel the burn in your legs because that is the primary part of your body that moves when you're doing cardio. Think about walking. Yeah, you're probably moving your arms a little bit, but walking is not an arm workout. Walking, you're gonna feel it in your legs, but the primary purpose is cardiovascular health. Spinning is not gonna grow muscle in your legs. Like, yes, you're gonna build a little bit of muscle, but not significant muscle. Significant muscle growth is made through strength training. There are certain things we do in spin that can target certain parts of your legs more. Like I do a glute burnout where we're standing up on the bike, but leaning back into our hips, trying to keep our hips stable and only moving our legs because you feel it a lot more in your glutes. But that is not building glute muscle. That's targeting a glute burn. Building glute muscle would come through exercises like hip thrusts, cable kickbacks, step ups, RDLs. Cycle is not going to make your legs bigger. Cycle is going to improve your cardiovascular health and overall general fitness level. Glad people are embracing cardio right now, like with the Stairmaster trend that we talked about last week. Like there are so many benefits to cardio, but I like wish there was more accessible education for it because it feels like so many of the people who know these benefits are people that have had to like go seek out courses on their own. And these are things that like should be taught in a basic like health class in school or just be basic, very widely available information. Okay, rant over. Next video. I'm obsessed with this video and I think I'm actually gonna try this in one of my upcoming cycle classes. They look so focused. Go them. I definitely would be intimidated to walk into a cycle class like this. Like, even as an instructor, like when I teach my class, I want people to be laughing the whole time. I like that. Okay. Go them. A lot of the comments on that video were like, this looks so intense. Why aren't people singing along? Because they're focused. They're focused on the workout. Actually, when I originally saw videos, like not this one specifically, but videos like this, I was inspired to change up a little bit about how my cycle class worked. For like the choreography songs, we used to just chill for 30 seconds and then go into choreography. Not anymore. I'm getting my participants more used to doing choreography the whole time through very simple things that are easy to explain, like going elbow, elbow, up, or a drop up and down where I'm counting it the whole time. So it's not like I'm leaving them on their own, but I'm getting them more used to choreography. And I actually taught a spin class this morning, and the reaction to doing choreo the whole class, like, or not the whole class, but the whole song, was very positive, very good, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's a way to like really challenge participants, and then you have that option to pull back. And like, let's say you don't want to do choreography the whole time. Okay, you have time to pull back and just march out in second. Like, it actually gives us options and layers. I think that's one of the biggest things about different classes, is that you are able to incorporate all participant levels, from the person who has never been on the bike before, never been in a gym space, to the person that keeps going to group fitness classes because that's their comfort level, but it's starting to get a little lax for them and you need to increase it. So having that like base level and then things to add on, things to take off, is really important. I found that in like my total body strength and my Pilates, that it's easier to do, but in spin, like, what do, you know? And so this is one of the ways that I have found like a progression and a regression. By the way, progressing or regressing is not a good or bad thing. Everyone's body is at a different place every day. Sometimes I walk into my own total body strength class and I'm like, okay, I can do this more difficult version of the exercise. I can go into a full side plank today, and other days my body is not feeling it, but a side plank with my knees down gets me the same burn that I would have gotten that other week. And so it's not like, oh, I can't do it this week. It's what's going to give me the burn right now without causing me to burn out. Having a burn versus burning out is a very important thing in group fitness, and recognizing that we're all at different places every day. And so I think a really good instructor like honors that and speaks it into existence, constantly reminding people that it's okay to listen to your body. Okay, this next one's gonna be longer, so let's watch it.
Team, we are about to take off and go absolutely in nowhere.
I love her TikTok so much. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I send them to all my friends, and I'm like, this is so neat. I talk like that sometimes.
Dan, did you get a haircut? Dan got a haircut! Melissa is celebrating 6,438 rides today. We got an ice sculpture for you out in the lane.
I wish that we could like celebrate the amount of classes people have been to, because I have some people that like, I think they go to like 2 or 3 classes a day, which is like just because they love it so much, and I support that so much.
Drop. Give me half a turn.
As long as
3
you're not
quarters. Take off an eighth. Multiply by
Yes, it does feel like we're doing math. Okay.
Tap it up, tap it up. Y'all are my ride or dies. So let's ride all night.
I've probably
Take
said something
me to
really
church.
similar to that.
More like take me to chapel. This song made me leave my husband. Let's go. Say good morning, obliques. Hope you slept well, mamas.
I get off the bike. Yep.
Who's gonna make
I always tell them like, I'm sorry if I'm creepy or making you uncomfortable right now. I'm not trying to.
I've got good news. You are not just
I
anybody.
probably said something like that.
Left, right,
Yep.
left, right. Y'all are looking good. Y'all are looking sexy.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Where'd you get that set, mama? I love that sports bra. Is it on sale? Ride your bike. Ride your bike. As if you
I think I've actually said that before.
You want to guess the color of my underwear Tuesday?
I do call my classes by the days of the week. It's just a thing, you know? This is great. I had someone ask me how much Adderall I took before teaching. I think that like perfectly encapsulates how unhinged spin instructors could be. I had my mentor taught me like have a dance party before every class, put some Pitbull on, like get hype. And when I'm teaching, especially for something super high energy like spin or cycle or whatever you want to call it, I'm giving a performance. Like I am performing for you guys. I'm getting your energy up. I'm getting you hype. I'm making you laugh with my jokes, or at least trying to. Like it's building a community. And when you have an instructor that really performs, really takes it to the max, I feel like people are more encouraged. They feel like they can actually do it, you know? And I know some people might find that a little uncomfortable at first. Like I definitely did, but then you kind of realize like, no, if that's what your vibe with, then yeah, it's nice. I know some people just vibe with like being more realistic a lot. And I think in some of my classes, I'm a little bit more sarcastic, a little less performy and showy. It just kind of depends on the style, the format, and who my regulars are. I base a lot of how I teach off of what community comes to me and how I can best serve them. So in one of my classes, they really love performance. And another, they like me to just get down to earth and be like, guys, this one's gonna be hard, and that's okay. Yeah, I love her videos. I send them to my friends and I'm like, this is gonna be me. I'm gonna say something like this. I think I have said something like that before for some of those things.
Is that what's happening?
100%. And what gave you the confidence? Delusion.
I had something very similar happen to me. So my first time teaching was over the summer, and I teach at a college gym, so no one's really here over the summer, but they still had like a class a day. Mainly the demographic over the summer were non-students who like work at the university, who show up for their lunch break, you know? And so my very first class, I had just moved back to Illinois from Texas, like literally the previous day I had gotten here. I think that morning I had just gotten the keys to my apartment. I had gone and like thrown everything in, picked up a lunch, gone to the gym. I was so excited to teach this first class. One person showed up. And I remember feeling absolutely so discouraged because I had multiple people on my sign up and only one person showed up. I think in that moment I could have just been like, I suck, I'm a horrible instructor. And I had to just remind myself, I was like, it's summer. You knew this was gonna happen. Take a deep breath and go teach that class. And so I taught it. I feel like I did a really good job for my first ever time teaching a class. And that one woman that came to my class ended up being a regular all summer long. She came to almost every single one of my classes that summer. And there were multiple people that time. That's the only time I've ever had only one person. And I developed a really genuine connection and friendship with this woman. And when I see her now, like we still talk and say hi. And I mean, she's a great person, but being a new instructor or teaching at a low participant time is difficult. But I think that class gave me the courage to be like, okay, I can teach a smaller class and I can embrace it. That I love my classes when they're smaller. It's community, it's building. As much as I love a full class, I think there's so much value to a very small class as well. I think participants like small classes more too. This next TikTok is actually from my TikTok page, which is at JC Go take a follow. This was for Halloween. I taught every single dance and fitness class in a bald cap taped to my head with sunglasses as Pitbull. And I had a dance party before every class, and it was really fun. I was terrified to do it. My mentor, she had always done Pitbull cycle for Halloween, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna make people laugh, and laugh they did. But it taught me to just step out of my shell, and it was honestly really funny. If you want to go see more TikToks like that, I post a lot of group fitness content, a lot of educational fitness content. You can go check me out at JC Spivey. The link will be down below. Hope to see you down there. Next one.
I always lose half the room when I do this.
Yeah, I do the same warm-up every single time.
Sharon feels so excited for this move.
It's okay. It's important. There's those fundamentals that we have to know. I think if I was teaching a dance-based class, I'd probably change it up a little bit more, but you spend so much time focusing. Like the important part of the class is the meat of the class where you're actually getting those moves in. Honestly, a warm-up is just there to warm our brains up. I know a lot of people don't like to be like challenged super hard in the warm-up. They want an easy to follow. They want to know it. They want to focus on it. But yes, I can understand changing it up a little bit, at least the song, you know. That's kind of funny though. This one's funny. Okay, it says, I'm playing it.
Hola, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes, tu puta madre, me estoy muriendo.
Yes. And I try so hard not to like give in the fact that I'm actually dying during class, because I try to do as much of the workout as I can with my class, unless it's something that I know I'm injured and I know my back is really, because I have a back injury, I know my back's really not gonna like doing this movement, then I'll watch for form. Or if it's a thing where it's like, no, like this is a movement where I need to be watching for form, I don't really, like, I do everything with the class, you know? It wears me out sometimes, or sometimes I'll look at something and be like, why did I program this? And I'll have to change it on the spot, because it's like, my body is not gonna do this right now. Their body is not gonna do this right now. So it's just very funny how things add up sometimes. Okay, let's take a listen.
If you participate in group fitness in absolutely any capacity, I need you to listen to this video. I'm a group fitness instructor here in Chicago. Been a fitness instructor at a large studio for about 5 years. Curious question. Why is it that 99.9% of my students that come into my class, you guys give me looks, and us, I know a lot of other fitness instructors can agree with this, as if like during class, we had just harmed your grandmother the night before, we had taken the last bite of your favorite cake that you left in your fridge, or we stole money out of your piggy bank. Like, what is it with these looks that you give us? Like, I know that you're in the, you know, in the zone and you're focused and you're motivated. Like, I am here for that. But then these students that are giving me these death stares as if I did, you know, hurt an innocent member of their family the day before, come up to me after class as if I absolutely changed their life, and they said it was their favorite class they ever took. They, you know, could never feel better. They're so energized, and they're like giving me rave reviews, but all throughout the entire class I'm like, this person absolutely hates me and they're gonna give me a horrible review and never come back. Like, what the fuck, guys?
People are so like, they have such intense faces when they work out, and I used to be like, oh my gosh, they hate me. Like when I was like a very fresh instructor, even at the beginning of the semester, like before you get to know people, you're like, oh, they don't like me, they look so mad at me during my workout, and then they'll walk out and be like, thank you, that was so good, and you're like, the switch up is crazy. And so I kind of make a joke out of it. Like my friends, some of them give me the nastiest faces, and like just be like, thank you for the glares, like they're so sweet, I love them. And I think that only works with a class like where participants know that you're gonna joke around, know that it's not like in a mean way directed at them. You kind of have to build that relationship first. But yeah, no, participants give really mean looks. Sometimes I legitimately think people hate me, but then they'll be like really nice to me after class. It's a whole thing. Okay, here's the next one. I love that. That's honestly how I feel with the classes I teach now. I used to struggle so much when I'd go to other people's total body strength classes, or when I'd go to other people's spin. Like, it was a rough time, and now I teach it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like cycle isn't enough, I gotta start running now. Like, it's a crazy feeling. Or I get so happy for my participants when they finally figure out how to do a certain move, like when they've stopped struggling and they've made that progress, or when they've gotten more comfortable in their sprints. It makes me so happy. I'm very, very proud of all the progress my participants make. Second to last one. I'm just gonna warn you guys, this one makes me really upset. We're gonna spend a little bit talking about it, so I'm gonna get ready.
This definitely isn't what you want to hear, but your group fitness classes are leaving you fat.
That's a bold
And
claim.
yes, I'm talking about Orange Theory, Fit Body Boot Camp, F45, CrossFit. And here's the thing, if you're in it just to move your body and have fun, they're great.
Yeah,
for that.
a lot of
But if
people
you
are in
actually
it for
want
that.
to change the way that your body looks, chances are it's taking you in the backwards
It's
direction
not taking
of
you
your goals.
backwards.
Prime example below. Let's chat about my girl Monica. She went from CrossFit 5 days a week to a properly built strength training
I
program
love how this is
focused
marketing
on
her own
progressive
personal
overload
style
that I
and
designed
putting down
just for
someone
her to
else.
actually
Okay.
support her body composition goals. Her results, well, they're jaw-dropping, and clearly CrossFit wasn't getting the job done.
Why are we putting down another
And here's the
form of
thing, you're
working out?
putting in the hard work, training 5 days a week, burning all the calories, and nothing is happening. And it's easy to point the finger at your genetics, age,
Sleep,
bone
nutrition.
structure. But that has nothing to do with this. But Nicole, I lift weights in these classes. Let's chat about why that doesn't work. None of these classes are focused on progressive overload. They're very much so
We need to
cardio
define progressive
focused,
overload
so you feel like
and
you've
cardio
burned a
focused.
ton of
Okay.
calories because that's what you think you need to do to drop fat. Now, don't get me wrong, cardio has its time and its place,
Yes,
but you're
it
never going to
does.
build your dream body with a program focused in and around it.
She is right
So
about
you
that. You're
spend
not
more
gonna build
energy
it.
with the copious amounts of box jumps, wall balls, sprints,
Those are all
burpees
great
than you ever
functional
do
movements.
actually lifting intentional weight. And to add muscle to your frame, which is going to give you that toned shaped look that you want, you have got to take your muscles to failure.
This,
But that
makes me
doesn't
so
happen because
mad.
all of your energy is spent on the excessive
Not every
cardio
class
in
is
these
excessive
classes.
cardio.
Nor are you doing the same workouts on repeat to give your body a chance to get stronger.
We're
at
gonna
these
talk about that in a
movements.
second.
But Nicole, I get bored with the same workouts. Well, I guess I'm going to challenge you with, are you looking to be entertained or are you looking for results?
You can look for both.
So reality smacks you in the face when you're paying a premium price, hundreds of dollars a month, for zero
group
results
fitness is
in
expensive.
return. And clearly, I produce better results that can be achieved with a generic $20 gym membership.
I don't like
And
what
I know
she-
your
how she just
mentality
said
is
that.
I just need to work harder, but in reality, it needs to be smarter.
Well, yes, you need to be smarter
And as
than
always,
anyone
if you guys...
She makes me so mad. All I want to say when I'm talking about this video, I am sure that this creator genuinely knows a lot about what she's doing, but I don't think the way she's marketing it is ethical or correct. I mean, she's putting another form of workout down. She's putting other women down to market her own program, saying, well, clearly I produce better results. You'd think that you'd want to come across as someone joyful to be around. So I'm going to rewind through the video. We're going to talk about some of the things she's bringing up. Okay, so programs based on cardio versus strength training and excessive overload. Strength training and cardio are both very, very important. There are a lot of great cardio-based fitness classes that help people achieve the recommended cardio amounts for adults. I'm gonna put those up on the screen right here. Strength training is also very important. If you're looking to gain strength training for group fitness classes, there are classes that exist, such as like a total body strength class, a barbell class, a kettlebell class, where you're actually lifting intentional weight. And those instructors are trained or should be trained and know how to create a progressive overload program. Now, that doesn't mean you're doing the exact same exercises every week. It could. We could throw in some repeats, but for how I structure my program, I think of some of the goals I have. I think of some of those big movement patterns we want to achieve. For example, one of my goals for my total body class is this semester is to really work on that hinge form. So every class we do some different movements working on that hinge rotate or the hinge movement pattern. We're not doing an RDL every week or a good morning every week, the same exact one. Some days, times we're switching it up, doing different exercises, but it's still focused on progressive overload because every class I am making sure there are movements of similar movement patterns so that you can increase in weight. And by the time we circle back to that regular RDL, you have done so many different hinge movements and variations and patterns that you're able to increase in weight and you're doing it good. Now, that does not discredit strength training. I think strength training is great. I think every person needs different things. A lot of people I know, myself included, would strength train on my own in the gym, and to get my cardio would go to a cardio-based group fitness class. Strength training classes are a great option for someone who's too nervous to go into the gym, can't afford to work with a personal trainer, doesn't have the accessibility, doesn't have the knowledge of form and equipment. That's what group fitness classes are for. They're to work on form, to gain confidence, to go back out into strength training. Additionally, it's not genetics, age, bone structure. Well, part of it, yes. Part of it is genetics, age, and bone structure, but the important things are, how are you fueling yourself? What's your sleep like? What is your stress like? Are you training until failure in these classes? Like, you can go to any group fitness class, put in the bare minimum effort, but then if your nutrition and sleep does not align with it, no, you're not going to see results. The only way to lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit means that you are consuming less food than the energy you're burning. Something that often helps this is also being in a strength training program, because then you don't have to be in as significant of a calorie deficit because of the strength training. But it is about working smarter. And if you're going to do group fitness classes to lose weight, it is about choosing the classes that best align with your goals, your mentality, and what you want to do, because the most important thing is doing workouts you enjoy to build that habit and keep going to the gym. That's what we see a lot, is people that go for a week and they don't enjoy the workouts they're doing, they get burnt out and we can't get them back in. And I would rather you go, if you enjoy yoga and that is what gets you to the gym, go to yoga class. Don't feel the pressure to come take a HIIT class because you heard that HIIT is fat burning. If you don't enjoy HIIT, go to yoga. Like, do what you enjoy. Like, that's an extreme example, but I see a lot of it with, especially my total body strength class. It feels like people just come in because they heard like that's the class that they need to be in. It's like, no, Pilates is a great option too. Bar, fantastic. They're all working the same muscles. Like, go to what you enjoy first and foremost. And if you have those specific goals, then yeah, chat with someone about how to best achieve them. But if you're going for enjoyment, it doesn't need to be the most effective thing in the world. Okay, last TikTok.
8 seconds left in 8.
Yes,
you can.
Okay,
Keep pushing.
I'm guilty
In
of doing
7.
that. My 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s are painstakingly
Keep
slow.
it going
Especially
in
on sprints.
6.
I love that one. It's lighthearted. It's funny. Yeah, sometimes we count slow to get you to feel the burn more. Or honestly, sometimes I count faster. Kind of just depends on my mood. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot more. If you have any ideas or requests for future content, comment it down below. I would love to incorporate some fresh new ideas into my channel. As always, go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Check out the content I post there and check out Winter Arc. It's more of a vlog style series, but it's really fun. I guarantee it. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.